We have learned a lot about linear functions of the form f of x equals mx plus b, even before we thought of them as functions. Now we will start exploring more interesting functions, beginning with graphing the function f of x equals x squared. To see the whole graph, let's start with some points. We can find points by picking x values and evaluating what f of x should be. If x equals 2, then f of x is 2 squared, which is 4. So 2, 4 is a point which we can include on our graph. And if x is 1, then f of 1 is 1 squared, which is 1. So 1, 1 is a point on our graph as well. What if x is negative 1? Well, then f of negative 1 is negative 1 squared, which is also 1. So negative 1, 1 is a point on the graph too. Let's find some more points. What if x is 0? Well, then f of 0 is 0 squared, which is also 0. So we get the point 0, 0. And if x is negative 2, then f of negative 2 is negative 2 squared, which is positive 4. So we get the point negative 2, 4 on our graph. How about if x is a half? Well, then f of a half is 1 half squared, which is 1 quarter. So we get the point 1 half, 1 quarter. If we keep finding more and more points, we get a better idea of what our graph looks like. And once we graph enough of them, we get a really good idea of the graph itself. So we now have the graph of the function f of x equals x squared. We can make the observation that this graph is symmetric across the y-axis. That is, if we were to reflect the graph across the y-axis, we would get the same picture back.